This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Shelton Fastpitch Field on the campus of Shelton High School in, yes, you guessed it, Shelton, Washington. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school spring sports with non-conference Fastpitch softball featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the River Ridge Hawks. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple.
Hi, Diedrich.
Jerry braved the rain to get here. Shelton is 1-2 on the young season, and the Highclimbers are coming off a 10-0 5-inning loss to Olympic Wednesday at the Kitsap County Fairgrounds in Silverdale. The Trojans held the Climbers to just 3 hits in the non-conference game. River Ridge is 3-1 and thumped Lincoln 24-8 yesterday in 5 innings. The Hawks pounded out 24 hits against the Abes and have a 3-game win streak. The teams haven't played each other since 2018, and Shelton has won the last 3 games against River Ridge. However, the Highclimbers and the Hawks faced each other in a 3-inning scrimmage last year, with River Ridge winning 6-0 on March 8th, 2024. Coming up, Jerry has the lineups and the batting orders, and of course, we have the first pitch. It's non-conference fast pitch softball. The River Ridge Hawks at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Well, back at the Shelton Fastpitch Field, Diedrich Allen, Jerry Apple, River Ridge, and Shelton about ready to get underway. Jerry, the lineups for us.
Sure. Let's start with the visitors, the River Ridge Hawks. And leading off for the Hawks will be number 4, the second baseman, Emma Liljemberg. And batting second will be number 19, the center fielder, Lena Trinidad. Batting third, the third baseman, number 17, Jayla Sock. Batting cleanup, the pitcher, number 11, Rayleigh Berklid. Batting fifth will be the catcher, number 21, Sophia Rodriguez. Batting sixth, number 35, the first baseman, Alyssa Shanley. Batting seventh, number 13, the shortstop, Letitia Hatch. Batting eighth, number 5, the right fielder, Jacqueline Holcomb. And batting ninth is the left fielder, number 1, Jada Flynn. And now your starting lineup for the home team, the Shelton Highclimbers. Leading off will be the pitcher, number 8, Ada Gooley. Batting second will be the center fielder, number 7, Cassandra Tyler. Batting third will be the shortstop, number 4, Haley Schuffenhauer. Batting cleanup will be the right fielder, number 20, Kaylee Ricks. Batting 5th will be the catcher, number 2, Liv Rasmussen. Batting 6th will be the third baseman, number 33, Bailey Plant. Batting 7th will be the left fielder, number 1, Michaela Lee. Batting 8th, the second baseman, number 16, Aurora Marcy. And batting 9th will be Paris Mincer, the first baseman. And now leading off for the River Ridge Hawks is number 4, the second baseman, Emma Ilgeberg.
And she waits for a ball. Let's see here. Emma was 1 for 4, walked twice, struck out twice, but did score 3 runs yesterday against Lincoln. And that was ball 1. So the next pitch on the way. Inside for ball 2.
I'm assuming that game went 5 innings.
Oh, yeah. I'd say look at your sheet, Jerry, but it's wet and down on the floor, so we won't bother. Mine's right here, nice and covered. So it's 2 balls, no strikes to Liljenberg, leading things off for River Ridge here. Next pitch on the way. Pop fly, infield. Schuffenhauer waves everybody off and records the out there. And 1 away for River Ridge in the top of the first.
And now up is your second hitter, the center fielder, number 19, Elena Trinidad. That could be Lana. I want to say Lana.
Let's see here. I would say Lana.
Yeah, I would too.
Now here's a line for you, Jerry. 4 for 5, a triple, 6 RBIs, scored 4 runs and walked once.
Wow.
That's a pretty good line. Here's the first pitch to Trinidad. She'll swing in the ground 1 foul. So 0-1 to Trinidad here. Second batter, 1 out, nobody on for the River Ridge Hawks. Here's the 0-1 from Gooley to Trinidad. Another ground ball foul. So Trinidad kind of battling here early. Behind in the count, 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the first inning we have. Just underway here at Shelton Fastpitch Field. Here's the next pitch on the way. That's just a bit outside.
Kind of a changeup.
Yeah. So 1-2 the count.
Ada Gooley's been the main pitcher for the Highclimbers the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, she did pitch 3 in 2/3 innings yesterday. Or I'm sorry, Wednesday, excuse me. 4 runs, 3 earned, 8 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So the count is still a 1 ball and 2 strikes to Trinidad. Second batter in the ballgame for River Ridge. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that's a fly ball into left field, but out of play. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Lana. I really like that name, Lana Trinidad.
I do. I like that name.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on for River Ridge. Here's a pitch, a little bit high, ball 2. So 2-2 the count. That's 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Gooley to Trinidad. That's going to hit her, and that'll send Trinidad to first base. So 1 on and 1 out.
And now up is your third hitter, the third baseman, number 17, Jayla Sock.
Well, full name is Sock Vandergriff, Jerry. It's not on your sheet, but Vandergriff is her Sock Vandergriff.
I didn't have any room in the scoreboard.
I know you didn't. 2 for 3, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, 3 run scores,
Wow.
and 2 walks. Here's first pitch to Sock. She'll pop it up. Schuffenhauer again calls it out, gets under the ball, and that's out number 2. So 2 away and 1 on for River Ridge here. Early on, no score.
Yeah, and Haley Schuffenhauer's made both outs so far for the Highclimbers, and now up is the cleanup hitter, the pitcher, number 11, Rayleigh Berklid.
Yeah, she was 3 for 5, hit a double, had an RBI, 2 runs scored, and struck out only once. And she does swing and miss that one. So 0-1 as it sounds like the rain's getting a little harder here, Jerry.
She was trying to bunt it down that first baseline, it looks like.
So 0-1 to Berklid. Shows bunt again. Here's the pitch, and she swings and pops one up. That one is going over there to right field. And reaching up and grabbing it is Ricks. And that will do it for the Hawks here in their half of the first. We head to the bottom. Shelton coming up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
And we're back here at the Shelton Fastpitch field, bottom of the first inning, no score. Highclimbers coming up to bat here. Ada Gooley leading things off, Jerry.
Yeah, the pitcher, she did a nice job of pitching there in the first inning for the Highclimbers.
Just a one walk. Well,
yes.
hit by pitch, I guess you could say.
Yeah, hit by a pitch.
And Ada on Wednesday was 1 for 2. She did strike out once.
Okay.
So she'll lead things off here for the Climbers in a very wet field. I'm getting used to this rain, Jerry, because my game Wednesday was muddy. Up in Belfair, it was a very muddy mess after the end of that game because they brought out at least 2 bags of that quick dry dirt that they use on it.
I was wishing to be there to help you. I had 2 meetings, long meetings, starting at 2:30. So
that's all right. You can't do it. You can't do it. That's perfectly fine with me. I made up and did the solo trek. Saw the former Shelton baseball coach, Jason Winans. His son is playing for Shelton. His stepson is playing for North Mason, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
So he was up in Belfair to support the kids. So we're still waiting for Ada Gooley to step in and face Berklid for the first time for today. And a first pitch to Gooley is going to be a ball. So
it's going to be very hard for the pitchers to have really good control. They're going to lose that grip once in a while. And speaking of that, they're going to be probably bringing a towel out there. I'm sure she's got a towel that she could dry off the ball sometimes.
I think there is something right there next to her. You probably can't see it because of the fence, but here's the pitch on the way, the pop-up infield. Berklid, nope, she'll get off. Oh, and dropping that ball is going to be the third baseman, Sock, and that will be Ada Gooley on first base.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because you have to give it an air, but, it's just with that rain and looking up at it, boy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can understand that.
And now up, your second hitter for the Highclimbers is number 7, the center fielder, Cassandra Tyler.
Cassandra was 0 for 2 against Olympic on Wednesday. So 1 on and nobody out for the Highclimbers here. Gooley over at first base. There's a swing and a miss by Tyler for strike 1. So 0-1 to Cassandra Tyler. Again, Ada Gooley ready to sprint from first base. Nobody out.
Quick.
It's a good thing she ran that out on that fly ball. Usually you think that's routine fly ball. You don't.
You always run it out.
Here's a fly ball over there to right field. Coming in and just getting it is the right fielder Holcomb, and that's out number 1, and Gooley has to go back to first base.
And now up is your third hitter, the shortstop, number 4, Haley Schaffenhauer.
Now Haley, 1 for 2 against Olympic on Wednesday.
She plays that shortstop position really well the last couple years.
So 1 on, 1 out Here's Schuffenhauer as the rain comes down a little harder now. Here's a pitch on the way, and that's going to be outside. Gooley's going to take off, throw to first. Nope, she got back safely. So Ada wanting to go, Jerry.
Yeah.
But very aware where the ball is. So 1 ball, no strikes to Schuffenhauer. 1 out, 1 on. Ada Gooley at first base. Berklet gets the sign. And she gets what she wants that time. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Left field this time. Over there to grab it is Flynn, and that's out number 2. Some reason, Jerry, I'm having trouble with right and left today. So 2 away.
Batting cleanup, your right fielder, number 20, Kaylee Ricks.
And Kaylee was 0 for 2, struck out once against Olympic on Wednesday. Boy, oh boy. When the pitcher shakes the water off the ball, you know it's wet out there, Jerry.
Yeah.
So here's the first pitch to Ricks with 2 out and 1 on. Pitch on the way. Swing and a pop fly. That's going to go out there to center field, and grabbing it there is Trinidad, and that will do it for the Highclimbers in the top of the first inning. No score. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. And we head to the second inning to play. No score. River Ridge coming up.
And leading off is number 21, the catcher, Sophia Rodriguez.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were waiting for me to say something, Jerry. I was looking at something else. Rodriguez was, she was 2 for 4, a double, 3 runs scored, walked once, struck out once.
Yeah, I always like to let you introduce the inning.
Well, yeah, I know.
I've learned.
You've learned the wrath of D. Okay. So first pitch is in there for a ball, so ball 1. No score and a leadoff batter here for the Hawks. Yeah, Sophia Rodriguez. I think I might have to go to my electronic devices here. Here's a swing and it's a fly ball that hooks foul into the corner out there. Ricks is going to go get it, but it's strike 1.
Line
very,
drive. Very
close to getting over the other side of the bag, though, Jerry.
Yeah, it was hit well.
Very close.
Hit hard.
Hit hard and very close to being fair, but it hooked a little faster than anybody wanted here. Although there's no wind. Kind of half full. Well, I'm glad for that.
Yeah, that is good. We're always going to get a positive.
Yeah. So it's raining, but no wind. It's all right. Here's a pitch on the way. That's going to be ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
I think, Diedrich, you're going to see the hitters taking a lot more pitches this game. It'll be interesting to see how many full counts we have.
Yeah, it's not a stat that we look for, is it? At least I don't think so. Well, Rodriguez back into the batter's box, waits for the 2-1 pitch from Gooley. Ooh, just a bit low.
Yeah.
Ball 3, so 3 balls and 1 strike to Rodriguez, leading things off for River Ridge here. Top of the second inning. Mitzer at first base playing in. Plant over there at third, a little bit in, not quite as much as Mitzer. Here's a pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball, gets by Gooley, scooped up, however, by Schuffenhauer. Throw to first, and there's the out as Mitzer catches it, and that's a 1 away for the Hawks.
And now up is your first baseman, number 35, Alyssa Shanley.
And Alyssa Let's see here. 3 for 4, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a walk yesterday.
And she's a captain, one of the captains.
Steps in. Here's the first pitch to her. Swing. Right up the middle it goes. It gets into center field. And Shanley turns the corner there at first base.
Oh, hard hit single there.
On the first pitch. They to her, and there's a 1 on and 1 out.
And now up is number 13, the shortstop, Letitia Hatch.
And Letitia, 1 for 1 with an RBI.
Okay.
One on, 1 out. Here's a pitch on the way to Hatch. That one rolls in for ball 1. And there goes a runner to second base.
Yeah, it just slipped right out of her hand. Unfortunate.
So runner in scoring position. And Shandley over there at second base for the Hawks. Here's the 0-1 from Gooley. Swing, and that's a line drive. Gets over the head of Schuffenauer. Goes all the way up to get the fence. Shanley grounds third. Heading home. Heading to second base is going to be Hatch, and that's a 1-0 ball game.
Yeah, stand-up double there for Hatch. And now up is your 8th hitter in the lineup, the right fielder, number 5, Jacqueline Holcomb.
So Jacqueline, she played, but she did not bat yesterday.
Okay.
Pops the first pitch up, and almost coming in to get it is going to be Plant just off her glove. And strike 1. So 1 on, 1 in, 1 out for the Hawks here. They're leading 1-0. Top of the second.
I know you can call that an error, but she had to move a long ways. I'm not going to call it anything.
That's not going to be an error.
Huh?
That's not an error. It's a strike.
Yeah, let's just go with, yeah.
Strike. Pitch on the way outside, bounces in, gets away from Rasmussen. So making her way over to third base now is going to be Hatch. Oh, and here comes the rain, as I just mentioned. Was not showing up here. Now it comes. So runner at third base, 1 out, 1 in for the Hawks. Holcomb has a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball number 2. 2-1. Here's pitch on the way, and that's also going to be a ball. It's a ball 3-1 strike to Holcomb. 1 out, 1 on, 1 in. Runner at third base, and that is Hatch. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a walk. So Holcomb heads to first base, and the Hawks have runners at the corners with 1 away and 1 in.
And now up is your 9th hitter in the lineup, and this is the left fielder, number 1, Jada Flynn.
Now Flynn didn't have a great day yesterday. 0 for 3, walked once, struck out once. Pitch on the way, she shows bunt, pulls it back, takes strike 1. And a runner, Holcomb, heads over to second base. So 2 runners in scoring position. And it's an 0-1 count. Flynn swings and misses, so that's strike 2. So 0-2. 1 out, 1 in, 2 on. Runners at second and third.
Trying to dry off that ball, and the shirt is worse than the ball.
I think so. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 2 for the Hawks here in the second inning.
And now is your leadoff hitter, and this is number 4, the second baseman, Emma Liljeberg. And she flew out to the shortstop in the first inning.
Oh, and she took a strike on that first pitch. Thought that was going to be a ball, but it just hit her right at the shoulders, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
So 0-1. Again, 2 runners on, 2 out. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's headed to right field. It's going to get over the head of Ricks. Coming in to score is Hatch. Rounding third, heading in is Holcomb. So 2 more runs are in. And the Hawks lead 3-0. And let's see here.
See, Hatch scored and Holcomb scored.
So,
Triple.
yeah, Wildenberg is over on third base, Jerry.
And now up is number 19, the center fielder, Alana Trinidad. And she was hit by a pitch in the first inning.
So 2 out, 1 on, 3 in for the Hawks here in the second. Oh, that's a wild pitch. And Wildenberg will hold on there at third. So Trinidad steps back in with a 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That'll drop into center field. Gets by the center fielder, Tyler. So coming in is going to be number 4, Lillenberg. And heading for third and sliding in safely is Trinidad. So that makes it 4-0 here.
And now up is number 17, Jayla Sock. And she is 0 for 1, flew out to the shortstop back in the first.
Little meeting in the pitching circle for the infield with Coach Squire there. As Squire can't really tell because he's wearing the hoodie and he's got his back to us. And this is why I brought this little thing here. Hey, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been providing live video streams of high school athletics since 2012. If you or your business would like to be part of our broadcasts, we have sponsorship opportunities starting at just $15. Find out, email me, masonwebtv@gmail.com. There's the first pitch. That's going to be high, ball 1.
River Ridge has had 4 hits already in this inning. This is the 8th hitter for the Hawks here in this second inning.
Sock waits for the 1-0, takes ball 2. So 2-0 to Sock. Playing third base. 4 in, 1 on, 2 out. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That is headed to the corner, and it's a foul ball. It's a really long strike, Jerry.
Boy, yeah, she had some power on that.
Just hooked it a little too much. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Sock. So she'll step back in. Runner at third. Pitch on the way. Going to be a little bit high and outside. All 3, so 3 balls and 1 strike to Sock. Here's the 3-1. And that will put Sock at first base. So 2 on, 2 out, 4 in.
And runners at the corners. And now up is your cleanup hitter, the pitcher number 11, Rayleigh Berklet. She flew out to the right fielder in the first inning.
First pitch to her is a fly ball that's going to be an out there on the run to get it was Tyler, and that will end the inning for River Ridge, but they do get 4. They lead 4-0. Highclimbers coming up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, be at 360-426-8255.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Bottom of the second, Jerry. 4-0 Hawks.
River Ridge had 4 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, 2 left on base for River Ridge. And now leading off for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the second is the catcher, number 2, Liv Rasmussen.
And Liv, well, let's see here. She was 1 for 2. One of those 3 hits against Olympic on Wednesday. Here's the first pitch. Berklet gets down low for these pitches, Jerry. It's going to be outside. And that'll be ball 1. Sorry, just trying to get to my right graphic here. Rasmussen waiting for the next pitch. Leading things off in the second, still swing and a miss. 1-1 to Rasmussen. 4-0 River Ridge on top, bottom of the second inning. Liv Rasmussen at bat. Talked with her grandmother before the game, Jerry. Her other grandson's playing a JV game behind us, so she was trying to figure out where to go. I told her, go on the stairs. She didn't like that. There's a swing and a foul straight back for strike 2. And actually, I went up on that staircase, and you can, if you lean over, you can see home plate on the baseball field. You turn around, you can see the softball field, but the third base dugout blocks from about just outside of the box to third base.
Oh.
So you can see the home plate, and you can see the outfield, but the infield, not so much.
Okay.
Just so you know if you ever come here. So here's a 1-2 strike to Rasmussen. That's going to be ball 2. It's a 2-2. Got to say, a pretty decent crowd here for a rainy
good crowd.
Friday night or Friday afternoon, late afternoon.
Got a few in our tent, too.
Yeah, well, you know, we try to help out. They're never here to help me put it up, but that's okay. Here's the 2-2 to Rasmussen. Going to be outside for ball 3. So there's a full count, Jerry. You got a little tick mark for full counts.
There was somebody else that wasn't here to help you out either.
Well, I'm not going to say that. The count goes full to Rasmussen, the leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here in the second inning, trailing 4-0. You also notice I'm standing, but I'm not standing in water.
That's good. Yeah.
That's very good. Here's the 3-2 from Berklet. Oh, that's just going to slip out of her hand. So Rasmussen heads over to first base, and there's one on for the Highclimbers here.
And now up is your third baseman, number 33, Bailey Plant.
And Bailey, where is she? There she is. Well, we have to go back to the game against Bremerton. She was 1 for 3, had an RBI, 2 runs scored, and a walk in that game. First pitch to her. Swinging a ground ball, chopper right back to Berklet. She turns, throws to second. There's the out there. Throw to first and a little bit late. And Plant is, oh, wait a minute. That's a double play, Jerry. I thought she beat it out. She got them both. What a play there. Double that one up, 2 away.
That was a good double play. I thought she was safe. But, we're not in the position to call it.
Oh, definitely not.
Wow.
Because the other thing that we have to keep in mind is umpires also look or listen for the pop when it hits the glove and the step. So 2 away.
And Shelton. Now up is Michaela Lee, the left fielder, number 11.
And she was 0 for 1 on Wednesday against Olympic. Pitch on the way, and then she'll ground 1 foul at the third base line, excuse me. 2 on, 2 down, and 0-1 for Lee.
Yeah, a nice double play turned in by the River Ridge Hawks.
Yeah, that was Liljenberg to Shandley. I should probably point that out on the double play. Started by the pitcher, Berklet. Here's the next pitch on the way. It's going to be high ball 1-1-1. I'd give you the numbers, but I don't really understand the numbers, Jerry. So that would be
1 to 4 to 3.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. If you're scoring at home. Here's a pitch on the way, and that's going to be strike 2 called, so 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lee. So Michaela will step back in, wait for the 1-2 pitch inside. She'll line that one almost into the dugout. If that screen wasn't there, it would have been into the dugout.
Well, that was a good shot there.
She's kind of hooked it a little too much. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, still the count to Lee. 2 out, nobody on for Shelton here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's pitch on the way, swing, and that one's popped up. Shallow center field, and on the run out there is Trinidad. She'll grab it, and that will end the inning for the Highclimbers. So we head to the third, 4-0, River Ridge on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything.
Third inning, Jerry.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Let's try that all again, Jerry. What did you just say?
I just said you're trying to mute me.
Well, I think I muted everything. Something was weird going on here. I'm sorry. We're in the third inning. I don't know what people got. And Sophia Rodriguez is leading things off for the Hawks here, leading 4-0, and she'll foul the first pitch off out of play. Sorry, folks. I hit the wrong button because Jerry's making me distracted me. Sure.
Sophia's 0 for 1.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome.
Because I really had no clue where we are here. See, this little light has to be lit up red. Okay, never mind. So here's the next pitch is ball 1. So 1-1 the count to Rodriguez. Leading things off for the Hawks here in the third inning. They're leading 4-0. There's a pitch on the way. Ground ball right over to Plant. Plant missed it. Backing her up is Schuffenauer. She'll swing and throw it over to first base, but it's a little late and 1 on for River Ridge.
And that'll be an error. Now up is number 35, the first baseman, Alyssa Shanley. She had a single, and she scored the first run in the second inning for the Hawks.
So 1 on, nobody out for River Ridge. Shanley steps in, waits for the first pitch from Ada Gooley. Takes a strike on the inside.
I remember her hitting that single right down the middle. A shot.
A shot, yeah. So 1 on and nobody out. And an 0-1 to Shanley. Here's the next pitch from Gooley. Gonna swing and pop one up. Schuffenauer calls off and grabs it. There's 1 away now for River Ridge. Haley kind of being everywhere today.
You know, she backs up people like she backed up the third baseman on that one play and almost got that person out.
Yeah.
And now up is your number 13, the shortstop, Letitia Hatch. She scored the second run and is 1 for 1, has a double.
Here's first pitch to her. She'll swing. She'll pop another one up. That's over there to right field, and Ricks will grab at it for the out. So 2 away, 1 on.
And now up is your right fielder, number 5, Jacqueline Holcomb. And Jacqueline scored the third run by way of a walk. So she hasn't had an official bat yet.
Okay, Jerry. You're waiting for me to... it's a drop strike 1, and Rodriguez heads to second base. So runner in scoring position now. See, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. All right, there we go. Goes off, and that goes there. Okay. Now I'm on track, Jerry. I was thinking about my conversation with Daryl White the other day.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's all right. Here's a pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a miss by Holcomb. The ball again gets away from Rasmussen. So Rodriguez heads to third base, turns the corner there, and Gooley came in to back up the catcher, Rasmussen.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Daryl in a couple days. I hope he's listening today.
Oh, we'll see. We'll hear.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel my phone going off because, I'm just kidding, Daryl. Don't worry about it. So 0-2 to Holcomb. It's going to be high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, 1 on. Rodriguez at third base. Again, the batter is Holcomb. Waits for the next pitch. Here it is. Just a bit low. So the count goes 2-2. I like this home plate umpire. He makes sure everybody knows the count. I like that. Not these guys that hold it in tight. And that's going to be ball 3. You know what I'm talking about, Jerry, when they hold it in like that here and you can't see it. This guy's out and makes it very obvious.
Yes, he sure does.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full to Holcomb. 2 out, 1 on. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a ball. And that will send Holcomb over to first base.
Has he been emphasizing the strikes?
A little bit more. I have no problem with him. Runners at the corners. I was going to say that you notice that Holcomb sprints down to first base every time.
Like you said, runners at the corners.
Right, runners at the corners. Here's Jada Flynn.
Yeah, Jada struck out back in the second.
First pitch to her. Swings it. She pops one out of play off the first base line. Actually, it's going to drop in as a foul. I thought it was going to go out of play. Got to wait for the ball to come down before I make that call, don't I, Jerry?
Yeah, but I thought it was going to go out too. So you just kind of do that.
However, Holcomb just went over to second base. They're going to leave her there. Usually they make them go back, don't they? Or she? Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh,
yeah,
because of the foul ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just.
She tried.
She's going anyways, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I don't know. So 0-1 to Flynn. Runners at the corners. Pitch on the waist. And it's going to be a strike. And this time Holcomb does make it over to second without a throw.
I like the umpire. He did a nice job there.
He's listening to you, Jerry. Or listening to me. So
okay, now up is number 1, the left fielder, Jada Flynn.
She's still up, Jerry. There's ball 1.
I just wanted to recognize her more.
Okay. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Flynn. 2 on, 2 out. Runners at second and third for River Ridge. Here's the pitch on the way. Inside, strike 3 called, and Flynn goes down looking. And that'll end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the frame. 4-0 River Ridge.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Bottom of the first, Jerry.
Yeah, River Ridge in the top of the third had no runs, no hits. There was 1 error committed and 1 walk and 2 left on base for the Hawks. And now leading off for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the third is the second baseman, number 16, Aurora Marcy.
Yeah, she's 0 for 1 and struck out on Wednesday. was thrown off by the Aurora for some reason, Jerry. Not sure why. She's got a hoodie on, number 25 on there. Highclimbers don't have a 25. Just the, what do you call it?
The
general
warm-up.
Warm-up, yeah.
And I'm assuming that that particular, in a weather like this.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Well, it does have her name on the sleeve. It says Aurora.
Uh-huh.
Might say Marcy on the other sleeve. I don't know. Either way, here's the first pitch from Berklet. That's going to be a ball. Thinking that just slipped out of her hands.
And Berklet, the pitcher for River Ridge, no hitter so far in the first 2 innings.
See how low she gets there before she gets into her stretch? There's a ground ball foul right back to the catcher.
Say that again?
Watch her, Berklet.
Okay.
And how low she gets
before
she throws the ball.
All right.
Before she gets into her windup. Just watch her.
All right.
Not right now because she's having trouble keeping on the ball.
The rain has died down.
Yeah, it has. See how she bends over and gets down really low. Pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball. That's going to be scooped up there by the shortstop. Throw to first, and there's out number 1 for the Highclimbers. Nice play by Hatch to Shanley.
Yeah, 6-3. And now up is your 9th hitter for the Highclimbers. And this is the first baseman, number 5, Paris Mitzer.
She was also 0 for 2 against
Olympic
on Wednesday. She struck out, unfortunately, both times up.
Were you pretty impressed with Olympic?
I didn't see Olympic, Jerry. I'm just going by the information that I have. Here's the first pitch to Mincer. She pops one up, and that one's going to go out of play into the tennis courts.
Oh, that's right. It was because it was away.
Yeah. Well, not just because it's away, but there was a baseball game a little closer.
That's right.
Trying to throw in a North Mason game here and there when we can. Here's a pitch on the way, and that's going to be high for ball 1. So 1-1 the count to Mincer. 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here in their half of the 3rd inning. Just making sure I have my graphics correct. Here's a pitch on the way. Ooh, strike.
Yeah, we enjoy announcing the Fastpitch and the hardball games for both North Mason and Shelton.
That's correct. We do a Merriam night, but they're really struggling in recent years. It's going to be ball 2, so 2-2 the count. I say that because they lost 38-1 in 3 innings the other day. Pretty disappointing for the Owls out there. Here's a swing and a miss, and that'll be out number 2 for Shelton.
Okay, and now your leadoff hitter, and this is Ada Gooley, the pitcher, number 8. And she got on base back in the first on an error by the 3rd baseman.
So
0 for 1.
Yeah, 2 out and nobody on for Shelton here in the bottom of the 3rd, trailing 4-0 to River Ridge. Here's the pitch from Berklet. There's a line drive just off the glove of Hatch into left field, and Gooley's on.
And that goes the no-hitter.
It gives her.
Okay, and now up is your 4th hitter of this inning. It's your center fielder, number 7, Cassandra Tyler. She flew out to the right fielder back in the 1st.
So 2 out, 1 on. Ada Gooley at first base. Tyler waiting for the first pitch from Berklet. It's going to be high for ball 1. So 0-1 is the count. 1-0, excuse me. Where's my mind today, Jerry? Look at the board. Balls are first, strikes are second. Pretty simple, right? Pitch on the way. Just missed outside ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Tyler. 2 out, 1 on. Ada Gooley at first base. Here's the pitch from Berklet. The fly ball, that's out there. Drops in for a base hit. Gooley heading to third now, going to round the corner there, heading home. And there's a run in, and that's an RBI triple for Cassandra Tyler, Jerry.
Yes.
So it makes it 4-1. 2 out, 1 on. Tyler's over at third.
Sorry about that. Yeah, nice hit by Cassandra Tyler to drive in that run. And now up is Haley Schuffenhauer, number 4, the shortstop, and she flew out to the left fielder back in the first.
So 2 out, 1 in, 1 on for the Highclimbers. Here's the pitch to Schuffenhauer. It's going to be high for ball 1.
Definitely Haley is the anchor of that defense for the Highclimbers.
I'm not going to argue with you at all, Jerry. If that's what you'll do for an argument, you're not going to get one.
I know. Thank you.
Here's the on the pitch in there for ball 2. I'm sorry, I was trying to think of something clever to say, but it did not come to me. So 2 balls, no strikes to Haley Schuffenhauer. 1 in, 2 out, 1 on. Cassandra Tyler over at third base after her triple, her RBI triple. Pitch on the way. That's going to be strike 1 called. Just hit that outside corner, Jerry. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 on, 1 in for the Highclimbers here in the third inning of play. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a fly ball. That's headed over there to left field. And running over there, grabbing it right on the line. And it's going to be Flynn, and that will end the inning. But the Highclimbers get 1. They leave 1. We head to the fourth, 4-1. River Ridge on top. Hawks coming up.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
We're back for the fourth inning.
And stepping in, the leadoff hitter is Emma Elgeberg, and she had a triple back in the second and scored the first run for River Ridge.
She takes
She's
ball
your
1.
second baseman.
Yeah, she takes ball 1. Liljenberg, Jerry.
Liljenberg.
And she swings and fouls that one off her foot, so 1-1. Just to
Thank you. Yeah, we want to make sure we say it right.
Well, it probably is wrong, but that's what I'm coming up with. Liljenberg.
Liljenberg.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Liljenberg. Leadoff batter for the Hawks here in the fourth. Pitch on the way. Going to be high for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Liljenberg. Or just call her Emma.
Well, that's a pretty easy name after you get it.
Once you figure it out.
Yeah.
So 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way to Liljenberg. That's strike 2 called, so 2-2 the count.
Sounds Dutch or German.
I'm not going to even ask about the lineage of the name, origin of the name. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Liljenberg. She'll swing and she'll hit one over the first base dugout for, well, that's going to be a foul ball. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff batter for the River Ridge Hawks here. They're leading 4-1. We're in the top of the fourth.
And she scored the 4th run for the Hawks, and she did have a triple. 1 for 1.
Here's the next pitch. Ooh, that's a little bit high for ball 3, so that's another full count, Jerry. In the ball game, are you making any effort to write those down, or just?
Oh, the full counts.
Full counts. Yeah, I don't know where that water's coming from, to be perfectly honest, Jerry.
Yeah.
All right, here's a pitch on the way, and it's going to be outside, and Wilgenberg heads to first base with leadoff walk.
I think we can tell pretty well by the ball count for each of the pitchers so
That's
far.
true. Oh, you want me to tell me the pitches thrown? So Gooley has thrown 62 pitches.
Wow.
So far.
And now the center fielder, Lana Trinidad, the number 19, and she was hit by a pitch.
She
and
swings and
had
she
double.
pops one up out there, and grabbing it is going to be Lee for out number 1 after one pitch.
Yeah, she definitely has a lot of power, doesn't she?
Yeah. So 1 away, 1 on.
And now up is the third baseman, number 17, Jayla Sock. And she is 0 for 1, flew out to the shortstop.
And that pitch is in there for a ball. So 1 away, 1 on. And Sock will step back in with a 1-ball, no strikes count. Pitch on the way. That's a ground ball. It goes foul. So 1-1.
Lana Trinidad on first base for the Hawks.
Actually, it's Emma Liljenberg, Jerry.
Oh, yes, you're right, because she got on by way of a walk. Yes, you are correct.
So 1-1, 1 out, 1 on. Pitch on the way. Runner goes in there for, I believe it's a strike, and Liljenberg heads to second base, slides in safely.
Yeah. And she has some speed, too, just like Ada Gooley.
So the count is 1-2. And there's a wild pitch, and Liljenberg heads to third. So Sock gets another ball in there, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Runner at third base in Liljenberg. Pitch to Sock, and that will put runners at the corners.
So that's the second walk given up this inning. And now up is your cleanup hitter, who's 0 for 2. And this is the pitcher, number 11, Rayleigh Berklid.
So 1 out, 2 on. Berklid shows bunt, pulls it back, takes ball 1, and trotting over to second base. And they say trotting is Sock, because she just kind of made her way over there, looked back. Nobody was throwing. She was in no hurry. Next pitch is a line drive into left field. And rounding second and heading home is Liljenberg. I'm sorry, that's Sock, excuse me. 2 more, is that 2 runs in, Jerry?
Yes, that
okay,
is 2 runs in.
Okay, there
Well,
we go.
you were correct in the first place. They both scored. So,
Okay, there we go. And runner at first base, and it's 6-1 now. Another meeting in the pitching circle, Jerry.
yeah, so really Berklid had 2 RBIs there, driving in Emma Liljenberg and driving in Jayla Sock.
Okay, now that we're all on the same page. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. So Kaylee Ricks will take over in the pitching circle. And she'll get her warm-ups. We'll step aside. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And we're back here as Kaylee Ricks takes over and throws in a ball, so Brooklyn will head to second base on that play.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Jerry.
Number 21, Sophia Rodriguez, the catcher, is up, and she's 0 for 2.
Okay. She takes ball number 2. Just as I get everything ready here. I was going to talk about Kaylee's, she started against Olympic on Wednesday. However, they got to her early. Chased
she
her.
started several games, hasn't she?
Yeah, but they chased her pretty early. She faced 7 batters, and they got 5 earned runs, 3 hits, and 4 walks, no strikeouts. And that's ball 3. Oops, hit the right button. And Rodriguez waits for the 3-0, and she'll head to first base. So 2 on. 1 out and 2 in for the Hawks here.
Yeah.
In the fourth.
Number 35, the first baseman, Alyssa Shanley, is up, and she's 1 for 2, had a single in the second and flew out to the shortstop in the third.
Pitcher's in there a little bit high for ball 1. So rain starts up again, Jerry. Only know that because I can hear it on the tint.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be low for ball 2, so 2 balls and no strikes. Also in the corner of my eye, I see a lot of umbrellas come out too. That's another indication that the rain's coming down. So 2 in, 2 on, 1 out. And Shanley takes strike 1.
Yeah,
2 balls and 1 strike.
Berklet is on second, and Rodriguez is on first for the Hawks.
Here's a 2-1. It's going to be 3-1. And the rain picks up yet again.
Yeah, unfortunate. But it was supposed to rain, between 3 and 7 today.
And that one rolls in there, and that'll walk the bases loaded. The ball did get away from the catcher, but she did spin around and find it.
That was the third walk given up this inning by the Shelton pitchers. And now up is Letitia Hatch, and she is 1 for 2, had a double back in the second.
Should probably point out that we have some lineup changes as Gooley is in left field. And the catcher now is Lee. Rasmussen is in right field. Just to point it out, that first pitch was a ball.
Right.
Didn't notice those changes. So Lee's back behind home plate, working with Ricks. 1 out, 3 on. It's going to be ball number 2, so 2-0 to Hatch. There's going to be a time called, as Lee's going to head to the pitching circle to talk things over with Ricks.
Probably saying, hey, we got a force out at home. Get that lead run.
So
probably just selling her down a little bit.
Yeah. So Hatch is the batter. Waits for the pitch, and that's going to be ball number 3. So 3 balls, no strikes, and the ball gets away from Lee. Coming in is Brooklyn, and makes it 7-0. 7-1, excuse me. It's not nothing. 7-1.
And Letitia Hatch will step back in.
So 3 balls and no strikes. Waits for the pitch, and that one rolls in, and that also hit her. So that will be, the bases will be loaded again. So 3 in, only 1 out, and the rain picks up here.
Yeah, and now up is, let's see.
38. That is Harley.
Yeah, we got a substitute.
Yeah, Haley Harmon. She's going to be the substitute. They're actually attending to Hatch here a little bit because she took that pitch in the ankle. They're making sure she's all right. But Haley Harmon 3 for 4, 2 RBI, 2 runs scored, and a walk yesterday against Lincoln. So bases are loaded. 3 runs are in. Only 1 out for River Ridge here.
I would think this game is going to be called at the end of the 5th.
Well, you know what, Jerry? It's not. It's we're only in the 4th. The board is wrong. It's the 4th inning, not the 5th.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay,
I know that, but
but I thought that yesterday or Wednesday in North Mason, and they said no, we're going to continue to go.
Is that right?
And they finished the game out.
Yeah. Now, one game we were
the first game.
They did call it after the 5th.
Our first game of the season.
So
and
we'll see.
Some. Okay, so 5 is out. So Harmon will be taking over in. Let's see, where was she? She was in right field. But here's the first pitch to Harmon, and that's a ball. So the bases are loaded, only 1 out. 3 are in. It's 7-1 here. We're in the 4th inning. Here's another ball that's going to be in there for ball 2. And I got to tell you, Lee is having a workout behind home plate already.
Yeah.
She's getting those balls that are coming out. Kind of funny because of the rain.
Doing a nice job, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Here's the next ball on the way.
Speaking of that, another nice stop.
3 balls, no strikes to Harmon. Bases loaded. 1 out, 3 in. Rodriguez is at third. Shanley is at second. And Hatch is over there at first. Pitch on the way and another ball. And that will walk and run. So that makes it 8-1 in favor of River Ridge.
Now we've got another new hitter.
Yeah, Ava Lynch.
Okay.
2 for 4, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored yesterday.
Thank you, Deidre.
Wow. I don't see a bad line on this whole history. I mean, Jada Flynn was probably the worst with an 0 for 3, but, you know, that's about it. Oh, we're going to have another pitching change, Jerry.
Oh, boy.
And this is going to be Paris Mintzer. And that it's, well, we'll figure it all out. Let her do her warm-ups. We'll be right back.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
So, Jerry, new pitcher is Paris Mintzer. Yeah. She did pitch against Olympic on Wednesday. She faced 4 batters, 1 earned run, 1 hit, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. That was the 10th run of the game that she gave up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the scorebook board out there.
Wrong,
it is a 4th, yeah.
It is wrong. Ricks is going to take over at first base. Liz Rasmussen is out in. Let's see. Let's just run down the right. Gulli is in left. Center field is still Tyler. Rasmussen is in right. Roland is at third. Schaffenauer still at short. Marcy is at second. Ricks at first, and Lee is the catcher with Ricks in the pitching circle. So the first pitch goes in there on a hop. Bases are loaded, 1 out. And actually, that's going to say it hit her. So that makes it 9-1. So it's 9-1, Jerry. Only 1 out.
And now up is the leadoff hitter for the River Ridge, and this is number 4, Emma Liljenberg. And she is 1 for 2, had a triple back in the second.
So here's the first pitch to Liljenberg. She went. Strike one called. Kind of a half-hearted check swing there, Jerry, on her part. Well, let's see here. There's 5 runs in here in the 4th inning. Now the inning.
That is correct.
And there's another ball. That one gets away from Lee, so coming in to score is going to be Hatch, and that makes it 10-1. I find it very interesting and kind of funny that the innings are now 6 on the scoreboard, Jerry.
Yeah. And Emma Liljenberg will step back in.
Just 1 ball and 1 strike for Liljenberg. 2 on, pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball out there to left field, and reaching out there and getting it is going to be Ada Gooley for out number 2. She reached out there and grabbed it, and there's 2 away.
Nice job out there. Beautiful.
So 2 out, 2 on.
And now up is Lana Trinidad, and she is 1 for 2. Had a double back in the second.
And the pitch to Trinidad gets away, and that'll make it 11-1. So 11-1, and 7 runs have come in here in the 4th inning. And the only player out there on base now is number 24, Eva Lynch.
Yep. And Haley Harmon just scored.
Right. There's a pitch to Trinidad in there for strike 1. 2 out. 7 in. 1 on. Pitch on the way. That's going to hop away from Lee off the, actually it went off of Trinidad's foot, and that'll put runners at the corners. And here's number 17 in Jalis Hawk. Pitch on the way to her. She'll swing and a miss. Runner goes. So the Hawks have runners at 2nd and 3rd now.
Yeah, Lynch now is on second base.
So Sock will step back in, wait for the 0-1. And a ground ball, that's going to go foul. So 0-2 to Sock. Paris Mincer in the pitching circle in relief. This is the 2nd pitcher in the inning, 3rd pitcher in the inning, excuse me. And yeah, 2nd reliever, that's what I was trying to think of. We're in the 4th inning, and that one hit Sock, so the bases are loaded again, Jerry. And then I'll bring up Rayleigh Berklid. The Hawks are trying to get warm, and they're hopping up and down on the base pads, Jerry. I don't blame them for that.
Yeah, Rayleigh Berklid had 2 RBIs in the last inning on a single.
And here's the, oh, that's going to be outside. And it's going to be another run comes in, and here's another run in, and a throw to 3rd, and we've got the runners, base runners at a base runner now as 2 more have come in. Makes it 13-1, Jerry.
Yeah.
Well, if there was any doubt about whether we get to the 5th inning here, here's another ball in there for Berklid. Scoreboard's really not being operated at this point. Here's the next pitcher on the way. Swing and a fly ball. Center field. Going to drop in for a base hit, and coming in to score 1 run. And Berklid slides into 2nd.
So Sock scores, and we have a stand-up double for Berkeley. And now up, let's see, is number 21, Sophia Rodriguez, the catcher, and she is 0 for 2 and has a walk.
Scores 14-1. 2 out. What is that? 10 in here in the inning. Here's the first pitch, and that one Rodriguez has to do a little dance to get away from. That's ball 1. Gotta tell you, I have too many devices in my hands, don't I, Jerry? It's lightening up there. Not lightning, but lighting up out there. I think the rain's gonna pass through for a moment. Here's a pitch on the way, and that one's high for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out, 1 on, a 10 in for River Ridge. Pitch on the way, that's going to be...
Yeah, it's just slipping out of the hands.
Yeah, it's just getting really bad here. So that's 3 balls and no strikes, 2 outs. Berkeley over at second base. 10 runs are in for River Ridge. Here's a pitch on the way. That's going to put a runner.
Yeah, hit pitch.
Was it hit or it was fourth ball?
Was it both?
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, either way, okay.
Got a runner at first and second for the Hawks. And here comes number 35.
Yeah,
Shanley.
number 35 is the first baseman, Alyssa Shanley. And Alyssa is 1 for 2, had a single and a walk, has scored twice.
And we might have another pitching change here, Jerry.
Oh, no. This is be the 4th pitcher?
Yeah.
If they do.
Oh, look, it's going to be Haley Schuffenhauer.
Oh.
It's going to come in to pitch. Okay, we'll take a break. Right back.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV powered by HCC is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
Well, Jerry, I don't think I have any information on Haley Schuffenhauer pitching. And she's taken over here in the 5th with 2 out.
I don't remember her pitching last year.
I think she did once.
Did she once?
I can't remember the outcome, but I do think she pitched once last season.
Yeah, maybe, okay.
So Haley will take over. Roland moves over to shortstop. Ricks is at third. Mincer back to first. Gooley, Tyler, and Ashley Herman-Hildo from left to right. So Herman-Hildo is out there in right field. Jerry, Lee still behind home plate.
Well, the word perseverance comes to my mind here. These girls have really persevered this weather. I'm really proud of them.
Yeah, Shanley will step in, wait for the first pitch from Schuffenhauer. 2 out. And that ball gets away from Lee. Throw to third. And Berkeley is on third base now.
Yeah, and Alyssa Shanley is your 8th hitter this inning for the Hawks.
You sure about that, Jerry? 10 runs have come in.
Oh, God. This is the second time
right,
around.
Right, okay. That's what I kind of think, you're just saying, Jerry.
I know. I was looking at the second column for the 4th inning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're getting confused.
I am confused.
So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Shanley. 2 out, 10 in. There's a line drive. That one's going to drop in. Here comes Berkeley to score in. Here comes Rodriguez, held up by her coach a little bit. 2 more runs, and there's a 2-run double for Shanley, Jerry.
You know, that was hit so hard. Even Ada Gooley could not get to it.
Yeah,
and she made a beautiful catch earlier in the inning. And now up is number 13, Letitia Hatch. And she is 1 for 2, has a double, and was hit by a pitcher. Hit by a pitch.
A ground ball right over to Roland, and they're going to say That's going to be out. Well, they're going to call somebody out for leaving the base too early. So we head to the bottom of the fourth. It's 16-1. Ridge on top. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right. There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
All right, Jerry. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. River Ridge up 16-1. Jerry, what do you got for the summary of that inning?
Well, the summary I have is 12 runs. They only had a couple hits, 2 hits, I think, and there was 7 walks. I'm going to check that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walks, 3 hits. I got, what is this?
Well, it doesn't really get into that. It has
3 hits.
Ricks with 3 walks, Minster with 1 walk, 5 walks for Gooley. That's the game through the
7.
game.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here looking at hit by pitch. I got to go down to the bottom back here. Trinidad hit by pitch twice. Sock, Hatch also hit by pitch. But Ricks is going to lead things off for the Highclimbers here.
Yeah, and Kaylee Ricks flew out to the center fielder back in the first. 0 for 1.
16-1 is the score. That's what's on the scoreboard. The game change now says 15-1. But nope, it's only 15-1, Jerry.
Well, I'm going to check that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, 2 sources say 15-1. I don't think they counted the last run for some reason. Nope, now they put it back up. They put it back up, Jerry.
Okay, so I was right.
You were right. All right, so it's 1 strike to Ricks. Brookwood's still in the pitching circle for the Hawks, inside on that pitch for ball 1. So 1-1 to count.
And so far, the pitcher, Rayleigh Berklet, has a 1-hitter.
Yeah. Surprisingly, only 1 strikeout, though. Pitch on the way, that's going to be high for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Ricks.
I apologize. She has a 2-hitter.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was going with your count, not what's on here.
And it was 2?
It's 2.
Yeah, that was 2. I'm sorry.
Going to be ball number 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Ricks.
Yeah.
Leadoff batter for the Highclimbers here in the top of the 4th inning in a 16-1 game with River Ridge on top. There's a line drive right into the glove of Hatch, and that's out number 1.
Okay, and now up is number 15. This is Ashley.
Herman Hildo.
Yeah.
Now, do I have any information on Ashley? Well, she walked against Bremerton.
Okay.
She was 1 for 1 with 3 RBIs against Olympia in their scrimmage.
Oh.
So, here's pitch on the way. Going to be a strike at the knees there. So 0-1 to Herman Hildo. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. Wow. Just thinking that Berkeley was struggling a little bit, but nope.
No.
Nope. She found her rhythm again. Here's the 0-2 to Herman Hildo. Strike 3 called, and that's out number 2 for the Highclimbers.
You know, by bending over like that, I think that's given her more. Yeah.
Okay. So Riley Rowland will step in.
Okay.
Roland was 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Olympic on Wednesday. So 2 down. Nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the 4th. Roland took ball 1.
And she's batting for Bailey. What?
I'm going to have to say you are. I don't know.
Yeah, she is. She is.
And ball 2.
My fault.
That's your job, Jerry.
I know.
People can only see what I'm dealing with.
I'm letting you down here.
It's all right. So 2 balls, no strikes to Roland. 2 out, nobody on. A 16-1 game. Burke led into her windup, and that's a swing and a foul off behind everybody for, what do we got here? Strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Roland will step back in. Infield playing in at least first and third. Just a little bit, not a lot. There's a pitch on the way. Pop up. That's going over the. Oop, hit a 10.
Oh, it hits a 10. And then the water hits
oh, poor people. Oh, well. I always wondered about that. What would happen if the ball hits the tent? And now we know. Maybe that's why they have it.
Are you ready for the rain? Water?
Well, yeah, sure. Here's a 2-2 count to Roland. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a pitch on the way. Fly ball, that's going to go out of play this time into the tennis court. And, you know, there's a softball over here, Jerry. I don't know if you saw that right down there.
Yeah,
I don't know where it came from, but it's sitting over here. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Riley Roland. 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Rain has stopped for the moment, Jerry. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's to center field and up against the fence. And Roland heading for second base. The throw was a little off.
Yeah.
But there's 2 out double there.
Yeah, we'll give her a stand-up double there. You bet. And now up is number 11. And let's see.
That is Michaela Lee. She's the
okay.
catcher.
Yeah, okay.
And she was 0 for 1 on Wednesday.
Yeah, she flew out to the center fielder.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
You're on top of it.
You are, yeah.
2 outs and 1 on. Here's first pitch to Lee. Outside for ball 1.
Yeah,
Rolling
that was
over
a nice double, wasn't it?
Well, rolling over there at second base. So there's Berklett's next pitch to Lee. Swing, and that's a pop-up. Infield. Shortstop's going to get it, and that'll do it for the Highclimbers here in their half of the 4th. We head to the 5th, 16-1. River Ridge with the lead, and they're coming to bat. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Well, Jerry, we head to the 5th inning of play. River Ridge on top, 16-1, and the Hawks are coming up to bat.
Yeah, and leading off for the Hawks will be number 13, the shortstop, Letitia Hatch. And she is 1 for 2, had a double, scored, and she was hit by a pitch back in the 4th, and she scored 2 runs.
Okay. So we've hit the more than 10 runs up, Jerry. So after we get to the end of this inning, it will likely be called unless the Highclimbers can get something going and hold the Hawks scoreless here in this inning. I mean, they pounded out 24 hits against Lincoln yesterday, and they're continuing it here today. And there's a strike to Hatch.
Yeah, they don't have as many hits because they've got on by way of hit by pitch, and walks.
And there's a ball. So 1-1 to count to Hatch. She'll step back in. Leadoff batter for the River Ridge Hawks. Schuffenhauer in the pitching circle, a little high on that one.
And Hatch has scored twice.
Okay. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Hatch. Pitch on the way, swing and fly ball. That's out there to, that's up against the field in there, left field, and Hatch is going to try to stretch it out into a triple. She'll slide into Ricks and got her. That's 1 out. So 1 away here. So 1 out, nobody on.
And now up is number
38.
38. Is this Haley
Harmon? Yes.
Okay, thank you. And she got on by way of a walk last inning and also scored a run.
First pitch to Harmon. Swings, that one fouled back right into the game changer camera. It's not my camera. Well, I'm glad about that. Somebody's going to pick up that softball. I thought I had a souvenir. Not true. I would have given it back to the team. So Harmon will step back in. 1 out and 0-1 is the count. Pitch on the way. That's going to be outside. Ball 1. 1-1 to Harmon. Second batter here for River Ridge in this 5th inning. Top of the 5th. 16-1. There's a pitch on the way. It's going to be ball 2. We come up with the term of turf ball last year for those balls that go into the turf. Turf ball. It's a turf ball.
See, who was that?
Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden came up with that.
You came up with that one. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be high.
I hope Aiden's doing well.
Yeah, I have not heard from him, but I think he's having a blast up there in Bellingham. Western Washington University. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Harmon. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball. It's going to be scooped up there and then bobbled, and throw is going to be late. Unfortunately.
And there.
Actually, that is Makowitz is at second base.
And now up is number 24. Is this Lynch?
24, yes, Lynch.
Okay, all right.
Eva Lynch. So 1 out, 1 on. Lynch the batter. Pitch on the way. That's going to be high. It gets over the head, so Harmon's going to motor her way over to second base, Jerry.
Yeah, and Lynch got on in the 4th inning. She was hit by a pitch and scored a run.
So Harmon's in the scoring position at second base. Lynch waits for the next pitch. That's going to be ball 2. Is that right?
Yeah. He was a little bit inside, it looked.
So 2 balls and no strikes to Lynch. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2-1. One out, 1 on. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball. And that Ken gets away. But Harmon's going to hold. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Lynch. So Harmon remains there at second base. And the wind's coming in sideways now, Jerry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're standing there because you're blocking the wind for me.
Okay.
Pitch on the way. Swinging. That one's popped up. Playable for Lee. Nope. Going to go foul. Couldn't quite get to it.
So I have 2 purposes now.
Wind, shield,
win,
scorekeeper.
And 3rd, make you laugh.
Yeah, okay.
That's the 3rd.
So the count is now full of 3 balls and 2 strikes. To Lynch. 1 out, 1 on. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a ball. So take your base, Miss Lynch. So runners at first and second now. 1 out.
And now up is your leadoff hitter for the game, Emma Liljenberg. And she had a triple back in the 2nd and a walk in the 4th. And she is 1 for 3.
She takes ball 1. 1 out, 2 on. Actually, they cleared the, wait a minute. 2 out. I guess they called the batter out at the first base somehow, or the runner out at first base. So there's 2 away. Interesting. And that's going to be ball 2. So first base is open, and there are 2 down. I didn't see that call.
Unless she let off. Maybe she
left early. I didn't see any indication.
She had to have left early.
Yeah, I didn't see any indication. On. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball number 3. So 3 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, she had to have left early.
To Liljenberg. She'll step back in. 2 balls. Sorry, so next pitch. Going to be 3 balls. And no strikes. Just keeping me guessing, that's all. So 2 out, 1 on. Harmon at second base. Liljenberg is the batter. She'll step in. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball number 4. So Liljenberg will head to first base, and that gives runners at first and second again.
And now up, let's see.
Number 19.
19, yeah. Just double checking here.
Yeah, you have to.
Center fielder Lana Trinidad. And Lana is got hit by a pitch, had a double, and had a walk, and flew out.
Oh, they should get Harmon out there. She left early. They do call her out. So that'll be in the inning, Jerry. I think the Hawks are just trying to get to the bottom of the 5th at this point. 16-1, River Ridge the lead. Highclimbers coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And the bottom of the 5th inning we go, Jerry. 16-1. River Ridge on top. Here's Sadie Makowitz, Jerry.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. What do I have on Sadie? I have versus Bremerton. She was 1 for 1. Back on St. Patty's Day.
And she'll be batting for Aurora Marcy.
Mincer's on deck, Jerry. Just so you,
okay, thanks.
Just so that you have an idea who's coming up next.
Yeah.
In case they throw something else in it. There's first pitch to Makowitz. She'll swing and she'll pop one up. Right field coming in to get it, and Lynch had it, popped it up in the air off of her glove, then had the heads-up play to grab it again, and this records the out.
And Sadie said, doggone it, I thought I had a hit.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Or at least I thought I was going to get on base.
Get on base, yeah. Here is Paris Mincer, Jerry.
Yeah.
So 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the first pitch to Mincer. Inside for ball 1.
Yeah, that was quite a recovery there, wasn't it?
Well, the look on Lynch's face when it popped out of her glove was almost priceless, but she did the right thing and stayed with the play and grabbed it again. Here's the 1-0. It's going to be ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Paris Mincer. She just couldn't believe it popped out of her glove.
I know.
But luckily she didn't. She stayed with kept her eye on the ball. Isn't that what they say? Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. And she did. She caught it. So Paris Mincer waits for the 2-ball, no strike pitch from Berklet. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that's going to be a line.
Nice shot, though.
And that's going to be strike 1. So 2-1 to Mincer. I like the sweatshirts that the climbers are wearing.
Yeah.
They've got their number on the back, their name on the back. Makes it easy for us broadcasting. Only thing that throws us off is when they don't, when they wear somebody else's. There's a swing and a little hopper there that Brooklyn almost had it. She throws it over to first base, and that's Harmon, and there's 2 away for Shelton.
And now up is Ada Gooley, and Ada is 1 for 2, had a single back in the 3rd, and scored a run, a lone run.
So 2 away, nobody on. Ada Gooley steps in to face Brooklyn again. Pitch on the way, swing and a fly ball. That's headed to left field on the run to get it, and grabbing it is going to be the second baseman, and that will do it for the ball game, I believe. Don't see why we would continue at 16-1. We will be right back. It's Amazing Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and the Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
Well, it is a final here at the Shelton Fastpitch field. The River Ridge Hawks take it to Shelton Highclimbers 16-1. Jerry, you got totals, or you want me to run it over
I
this?
do have some totals.
Well, go for it then.
And let's see how accurate I am. Okay, for the Highclimbers, they had 1 run, they had 3 hits, they had 1 error, they left 4 on base.
Okay.
And for River Ridge, they had 16 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, left 6 on base, and they got on by way of walk 9 times. And I can also figure out the hit by pitches.
That's all right.
Hit by pitch, yeah.
Well, officially 11 times on base by walk.
Okay.
Did the Hawks. Brooklyn went the 5 innings for 1 earned run, the 3 hits, 1 walk, and only 2 strikeouts. I just find that surprising, but good defense by the Hawks.
But I do want to say something.
Go ahead.
Shelton did have the 3 hits. Ada Gooley had a single. Cassandra Tyler had a triple, and Roland had a hit.
Double.
A double, yes,
double.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the official stats, a double. So those are the 3 hits. The Hawks. Now here's something we got to talk about here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Brooklyn had 3 RBIs. She had a double. So the doubles are for Hatch, Shanley, Trinidad, and Brooklyn. The triple by Liljenberg. Right there. That's pretty good. So 3 RBIs by Brooklyn, 2 RBIs by Liljenberg. 1 ribby for Trinidad, 1 ribby for Shanley, 1 for Sock. Hatch, I'm sorry, Hatch, and Lynch had an RBI.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out too to Rayleigh Birkeland. She had a 3-hitter.
Right.
And also, I want to say, Ada Gooley, what a beautiful catch out there in left field. She had to really reach for that.
Yeah, she had speed. She couldn't get to one out there later, but that's all right. So next up for the Highclimbers, they have a quick turnaround hosting Tenino tomorrow. That's Saturday at noon. Mason Web TV will be here, minus Jerry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. The Hawks will play Timberline or at Timberline Monday. So again, our next broadcast is tomorrow's Shelton Tenino Fastpitch softball game. That will do it for us at Shelton Fastpitch Field. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help with today's broadcast. Final score again, River Ridge 16, Shelton 1. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You've been watching High School Sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.